Hey, welcome back. In the mood for a little bit of a coding challenge today, so let's do one together. I'm on CodeWars.com and I just ran into this one, calculating with functions. Haven't done it yet, but it seems pretty straightforward, so let's go ahead and give this a try, and then if we get this one, we'll maybe try another one together. So it looks like it's already kind of scaffolded in a bunch of functions for you. Am I missing something? It just feels like what we have to do is complete these functions. Let's just look at this naive approach here first. I have a feeling that there's going to be some trickery that we need to do because, I mean, these numbers are going to be fine, I think. But when you do like test cases like this, 7, it's going to take a argument, right? So it has some argument in here, times 5. So I think this is going to be a lot more trickier than just what we just done here, but let's take a look here. It says it takes 0 position, so but really 1 was given. So what we're going to do is we are going to make these a little more expansive here. All right, so these numbers, first of all, are going to have some input, which is nullable, presumably because the first one, like this one, won't have any input. All right, so I guess we just maybe set this to none. All right, here, plus is always going to take a number. So these are always going to have some number associated with them. So we are always going to get an argument here. And we're always going to return, I guess, and what did it say? Instructions is the most outer represents the left operand. So 8 minus 3, that's the left, that's the right. Okay, so what we're really doing here is this is going to be something like plus, and then can I return that? I wonder if these are actually numbers. You may have to convert them. My plan is to build up a string and then maybe use eval, which don't necessarily like too much, but I think that's the only way you can really do this. Let's see what we get here. Okay, so we are getting fed in an int here, so we're gonna have to convert that to a string. I think this is gonna be sufficient here. All right, so we're getting something. And then here on these things, I think this is going to be some common logic that we can put into a function then. So we were going to say define eval to result. And we're going to get some argument. Okay, so I think then here, what are we going to return? We're going to return result. So return that if arg is none. Else we're going to return result of 0 plus arg. I think that's going to be the same for all of these. So let's go ahead and see if we can make this work. And of course we have to switch all our numbers. Let's go ahead and print this. I want to see what this looks like. Seven times 5. Oh, because that's not really the multiplication operand. Let's do that now. There we go. All right, so all our basic tests are passing, and let's go ahead and run this on all the tests, and we don't get all the tests to pass. And once again, I think this is because, what is a division? That's the division operand, isn't it? 3 divided by 8 should be 0.375. Oh, it's because that's a float. I think maybe we just add the first time through, make these floats. Let's test this on an 8 here. Is that enough to kick that to float? It seems to have done it. So let's go ahead and just do the rest of them. That way it interprets these as floating point numbers, and it does floating point math. You're getting closer. One divided by 7. It returned this, but it says it should be equal to 0. 1 divided by 7, that's the same test again. 4 divided by 5 should return 0. Is there a special instruction on that one? Division should be integer division. For example, this should return 2, not 2.6. So do I just need to do integer division like that? There we go. All right. So the last little trick was I just had to follow the requirements there a little bit closer. Is there a better way to clean this up? Probably, but this whole thing with the eval, I just don't think that there's a way around not using an eval. So I'm okay accepting this as my answer. I'm going to submit this, and then I'm going to review and see what other people have done, see what we can learn. We'll submit this. And we'll see here. So pretty close to the same thing, right? So we got some function f. Okay, so here they're using some lambda. That's good. Let's see. Argument. This is closer to what we just did, right? All right, so I'm happy with that solution.